Hello, it's time for the good vibes because it's time for what's popping on Luna Lifestyle TV. Now, this is going to be a very great episode, and I'm sure most of you will love it because it's something that has been trending the past week that we're going to discuss, and it is involving the Kaira family. And this time around, they were not trending for Chef 187's buzz. No, they were not trending for Towela Kaira's random dance moves, twerking, as we know her, and most of your husbands watch it in silence. Yeah, but that's not what they were trending for. Not even a banger from Macky too. But this time around, they were trending for a brother that we never know of all along, and we just saw him celebrating his birthday, and people had a lot to say when he was posted, especially the ladies. And so we have a conversation with PENJANI KAIRA, who is the older brother to the Kaira music stars that we all know, and we dive into that conversation. I'm your good buddy Semiwe, and this is Luna Lifestyle TV, channel 105 on Top Star. We're streaming live on our social media platforms, that is Facebook and Instagram. Make sure that you follow us, Luna Lifestyle TV, and we are Luna Lifestyle TV ZM on YouTube. Make sure that you are subscribed, and right now I dive into that conversation because I'm excited, and especially that I was reading the comments. I'd love to get your reaction to the comments. But welcome to What's Popping.
Thank you, Samir. Glad to be here.
Yeah,
I'm grateful to be here. Yeah,
Master, you're looking good, man.
Oh, yeah. We try to keep it cheap, eh?
Yeah, I wish I had muscles like you. I would have presented this show in the past.
So yeah, I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be here. Yeah.
But quick check, when you woke up and checked your social media, what was the first thing that was on your timeline?
I was actually not even there though. I think I was far away off working. Then of course, friends of mine, people started tagging me and all that stuff. So, but I'm used to that. I'm not used to the social media thing because I'm not too active on the socials. But what was like, hey, I think it's not like this is the first time the guys are posting me though. Yeah, so
yeah,
it was nice though. It was nice.
It was nice.
Yeah. Although I'm a very private person, so I wasn't moved though. I wasn't moved. I was just saying, okay, but I was not moved though. Yeah.
But you were trending, and usually in Zambia when you are trending, usually we know of people trending a video. There's something. So when you obviously you logged in and you saw a lot of notification.
Yeah.
What did you think you were trending for?
Actually, I think I knew what it was for because my sister actually called me. And I post like, so I was like, okay, yeah, cool. But then the attention that it got this year was maybe a little too overwhelming because it's not like it's the first time. The guys have been posting me, like I earlier said, like through the years. But this year it had a different buzz on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so unknown messages. I went to hello, yeah. So I'm not one to be swayed or really be moved by that much attention because I know it's just media and it's not all true and it's not all the love is not all there though. It's just 2-minute fame. So I'm not moved or swayed, but I appreciate every single person who actually wished me a happy birthday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
belated happy birthday, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I hope I walk away with something out here.
Looking at you, it's difficult to accept that you are older than Macky and Chef and Towela. You look like you might be maybe their twin. Or...
I keep in shape. I think that's really helped me stay in shape and not look my age. I think both my brothers were motivated. I think both work out. Chef works out, MK works out. I think everybody works out. Yeah, although maybe not as much as I do probably, yeah. And because I've been working out for quite a long time, actually.
But before we talk about you trending on social media and the buzz that came with that, let's talk about you as a person, as PENJANI. Who is PENJANI? What do you do? What have you been up to? Where have you been hiding that people have not known you all this while?
Get a watch the phone. Obviously, I've been around. I'm a very private person. I'm a very private person. I'm not too much on the socials. I'm there, but I'm not gonna attract too much attention because I like keeping to myself. Not really to myself, but I don't like the attention that the public gives certain people and everything. But I've been in the background, very active, but in the background. I like it like this because I love me some peace. and quiet. So I love it like that. But I've been there. I've been there. People who are closer to me know a whole lot about me. I think people are far away from me will know that maybe this is when they're hearing about me. But I've been there.
Now we want to know you.
So PENJANI KAIRA is a very, very, like I earlier said, maybe private person, but I'm a bit of everything.
Hmm.
I'm enthusiastic guy, and then I'm into sales and marketing. I'm working for one of the biggest companies in the country, the Street Kings Dairy Goat, sales supervisor for here on the Copper Belt. And other than that, I'm an entrepreneur. Uh, I'm also a gym trainer at my gym. I'm also into a bit of content. Yeah, lately we've been shooting and working on a few things with Wycliffe. I was just off the call with Maza Comedy, and there's a guy called as well. There's a guy called what's his name? Special Super Agent.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm also working on him on a few things. Yeah, so, but that's just on the side though. I still want to be in the background. I don't really want to be there. Yeah.
You still want to maintain being in the background.
I love being in the background. It helps create certain peace. You know, it helps me to be not to be roasted on the socials. Because me, I would not really take like people are strong. Like, I've seen people say stuff about certain people, and then people will be strong enough, but some of us would not take it off. It could fly everywhere. I'm dealing. Yeah.
You remind me of a comment that I saw that was saying you are like when Macky was composing Seko Oponoke, he was probably looking at you. But anyway, yeah, before you respond, there are a few comments that I found interesting. This one said, "Sembendia Macky too," and this other one said, "Ask your brother if he's looking for someone to sit on his laps."
Sembendia Mark too. I found that one a bit disrespectful to my young brother. I think I might be older, but there's a whole lot that I can never be that he is. Yeah, so some comments were a bit disrespectful. Other people found them funny, but knowing him, I'm sure he just laughed at it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then he's and other people are saying I look like him. I don't look like him. He looks like me. So I came out first, so definitely he probably looks like me. Not I don't look like him. But then I saw comments like the hairline. Probably he takes after my dad. Probably like my Shefi also takes after dad. I probably have a lot more hair, maybe because of mom, and I think that's basically it. Otherwise, nothing else is so different. Yeah. And on the other one, what are you saying? You're looking like someone needs to sit on my laps.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not.
I think we need to see his face for this response.
Whose face? Huh?
Your face. We need to show it on the screen. Do you need someone to sit on your laps?
My woman would probably kill somebody. I have a woman at home, of course, definitely. Yeah. Yeah. So she's a very private person as well. And then she looked at those, and then we just laughed at them. You know, it's not something to take to heart. So we're actually reading all these comments together, and then they didn't move us. I'm not moved. I'm not really one to be naive to think that's love or that's truly passion or anything. But it's just something that is on the socials and something that's it. Yeah.
Oh, you sound like someone who has had market took from a and then it means nothing but ghetto apana nguvenga ileta ma DM.
I know about Kaira. Just the name itself gives you weight. We're not simple people. We are not people who we are not nobodies. Having a name Kaira actually comes with a lot of attention, a lot of hard work, a lot of commitment. To a level of a person who's hardworking. We are very organized, and then we're also very social people though. Yeah, so I'm not used to the fame or the attention, so I usually shy away from all that stuff.
But there are a lot of questions that people had, even away from the ones that we showed on the screen. And one of the questions was, are you really biological siblings? or maybe it's the African way of saying no, sister, baba, mommy, so mwana wawe, automatically my young brother.
I actually saw somebody ask that on my brother's page, and then I loved his response. You know, he was like, "No, we're not brothers, but we have same father and same mother and so forth." But on a serious note, yeah, I'm the first one, same dad, same mother. Yeah, we were actually six. One is late. Yeah, we had another girl. She's late, but then there's five of us remaining. So now when my other sister Esperance shows up, you guys will say, "Oh, we didn't know that Mactu had another sister." Apart from Towela, there's another sister of ours. Yes, there's Esperance, Hope, Kaira. She's also there. I'm here, and then there's MK, there's Sheffy, and then there's Towela. So there's five of us remaining.
The sarcasm from your brothers whenever they are responding, it's always nice to watch and see their comments. There's this particular comment that came, and Chef, your comment, and Chef actually replied to it, and he was responding to you calling him kid on social media. This shows that I'm assuming you didn't take it personal, did you?
No. Yeah, we've got a way in which we relate. He's a parent now. Yeah, he has a son. So I think he was referring to nga wish waba na mambo that kid. Yeah, but that was just being funny though. But he's a father, he's a husband, and then of course I can't call him kid on a serious note, but I was trying to create a light moment there. Yeah. So I have a very close relationship with him, just like every one of my siblings. So we don't take social media stuff too personal. We actually laugh behind the back. So
yeah. You've talked of having a close relation with them. How can you describe it now? Has anything changed from when you were coming up, growing, to now that the three are obviously famous, pulling numbers, and the two of you are not so much out there? Has there anything changed? Has fame changed any of them, or the way you relate?
Definitely, when fame gets to you, so many things have to change, like availability. Like, we'd be close, we'd hang out the whole time, but then there's demand where the public needs their time and music needs their time. I myself need time for work and other things because we are all now family people. They are family people, they are married, they've got kids and all that stuff. So of course we're not going to be as close as we used to be, but yeah, that's a change actually. Fame takes away time to be with family, with people, probably with your loved ones, but the bond still remains stronger than ever. We've been very close, and we still very are close with every single one of them.
But some people said you really look tough in your pictures, on the picture that was shared. Do you describe yourself as a very tough guy?
I'm a very tough guy, yes. I think every Kaira is a very tough person. I am a very tough, strict person. I've been tough on the boys as well. I've been tough since growing up. They know better. Yeah, I'm a very tough. MK is a very tough guy. I think of a lot of us, I think Chef is more like the softest. Not as in nature, but I think he will laugh and joke and take certain jokes. Like I would not take a rude joke.
Serious?
Wakamba interview kupiri ulechipuna wapereka so I would not take certain things lightly. I think my immediate young brother would not take things like. I think you've seen apalimba alikofe mwizi apa fia MP because but like on a serious note he's a tough cookie.
Nice.
So for I think we were raised by a very tough dad. My dad was very, very tough. Right to wish up on a 03. Wash chef yakfar. Yeah, I think by the time we were with him, and then we had started keeping beds. Actually, it's Macky too kept beds in our bedroom. Yeah, the cage, and then he kept beds and all that stuff. And then we kept a lot of stuff. And then he came in the middle of the night. He found beds, making noise and all that stuff. And then it was a hell on earth. So I think that's one of the childhood moments that really sticks. We had to wash and clean the entire house at 03 somewhere. So yeah, so we're raised by a very strict dad actually. So yeah, we're tough people. Especially that we became orphans at a very tender age. So we really had to grow up quick. I, for one, had to really grow up
Mhm.
and then look at the boys. I think I saw a picture that you just passed the other time. I
Mhm.
think just a few minutes ago. I think that was my first house in Challenge.
Oh.
Yeah, I think that particular one. Yeah, that. I think they were just coming up. I think that was my first ever house. Where we used to be, and then the guys were not very known, but they were shooting. That's the laptop where Sheffy did his first ever song.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because I think that his first ever song was recorded and done on that same laptop. He
Mm.
did everything. I think he was using Cubase
Mhm.
or something. Yeah. So we've learned to be tough and then uh, take life for what it is.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
What role do you think you've played in who they are now? We look at Towela, a star, one of the biggest female artists we have in Zambia. We have Chef. Not dropped anything in a while. I'll take this opportunity to remind you that we need some food to make sure that we feed on those bars, Chef. So he is one of those artists that we're always looking forward to see his project. Macky too, for him, people love him even beyond music, how he carries himself and his passion to help others. And there is you is the elder brother to these, to your young brothers and sister that are doing exceptional things in the industry. What role have you played as the elder brother? And as they trend, there are always people talking about Towela. We know about maybe somebody per Facebook. As an elder brother, how does that make you feel, and what role do you play in making sure that you are still together and still grounded to the principles that you've grown up with?
Okay. So first of all, how they conduct themselves is strictly upon them and their managers. I think you just spoke about Toela, maybe whatever she does on the stage or whatever. She's an artist, and whatever you guys watch in the videos or whatever she does on socials does not determine who she is as a person. I think that's more like a uniform that she wears to do her craft.
Mhm.
I think I also talk about like Macky too, Mupondo and all that. He's probably never even held a gun in his life and everything, but he's portrayed that image of being who he is, and he's carried it well. It's probably worked out for him. Shafi has also portrayed his own
Mhm.
image. It's worked out for him. Everybody's in their own era, you know. How I've influenced them. I think I was first between the Cairo kids. I think I was the first to be ever start to fall in love with music.
Hmm.
Started doing music. I never got chance to record anything because in as much as I love music, I felt I was not talented enough to really put a record out there or anything. Uh, I tell you, if I rapped in Nyanja, I'd probably sound like General Kanemi. Oh, this guy, who's this? Yellow Dove. There's a gospel artist, Yellow Dove. In other words, my kind of music was more like crisis.
Oh.
Yes, I never got to do anything in Bemba or local language. My music was always in English. And if I tell you now, there's been no Zambian musician who's really made it using the English language. And I was
Mhm.
probably never going to make it. And being the firstborn, I was not going to experiment with my future by getting into music. So I know a lot of people would say, but nishitawavele music zona, nishitawale
Mhm.
zona. Iwonga baingira fyapeni pa studio hapa kupisha because of your brothers. But the truth of the fact is I'm not talented enough to be a musician. I've got other strengths. Give me sales on marketing. Pangama sales. We're going to get into the market, explore the market, make sales, get the clientele that we need. Because my brain is in sales, marketing, distribution, on all that stuff. Although I have a passion for music, but I've never really taken it serious to record it or to be a music artist. The other reason is music maybe 10, 15 years ago
Mhm.
was not as big as it is. You're not going to be well remunerated by doing music. It's only changed now where people are taking it as a profession. Way back it was like a plan B or a plan C after failing to do something. Or if you're really, really talented, maybe people took it as a passion. But my times, those days, 15 years ago, music was not even an option. It was not even on the table. I could not experiment my life by becoming a musician because like there were boys. I had to to look at my boys and my kids, like my young brothers, and how do I become a musician? I need to get in school, get into the university. So I got an education, got into university, made my life, came back, did what I had to do. Although, if you ask me now, I wish I'd taken music very seriously because the boys are probably doing way better in that aspect. You know, there's money now, and then the guys, whatever they're doing is now, it's showing fruit. Yeah, so I'm one of their biggest supporters and fans. Like, I'm always rooting for them, and I love what they do. I'm following each time there's a new song or whatever they release. I'm always in front, like, yeah. So the flame is still there. Yeah, so I was never gonna make it as a musician because maybe the talent wasn't really there. Yeah.
But now there's the issue of enhancing. You can, since you are, you're saying the talent wasn't really there, but
Enhancement.
yeah, you can maybe enhance the talent and the passion that's there.
Yeah, but people just not know it. There was not AI, but enhancement has always been there. People have really taken the music. The actual real music was during Avena PK, Avena Pongos, add music here. I think for the past 10 years, people have played around with the system. So that AI has made it worse, but people have still been, playing around with their vocals.
Maybe you should do the same. Do a remix of Family Over Everything, the one they did, the three of them jump on it.
It's not fire. Yeah, but maybe that would be nice. That would be nice. But yeah, let's see. Let's see what happens. Yeah, let's see what happens.
Yeah, but I'm aware that you do comedy. You do comedy, and when I look at the three, they look like people that really don't joke around. And so someone doing comedy who is a Kaira is like,
those guys are the funniest guys ever.
Really?
I'll tell you. My sisters-in-law probably agree with MK or Chef. There's guys who crack jokes the whole entire time you're with them. So that image that they portray on the socials or wherever they are, that's just a serious face. But behind the scenes, those guys are the funniest. So me doing a bit of comedy and showing up in maybe White Cliff's videos or this comedy, whatever we're doing with content. It's just the other side of me. Yeah, I might look serious, and because it depends where I am actually. If I'm at work, there's always this serious scenario that I have to portray. I'm not gonna be lethargic about my career, So if it comes to comedy, these guys come. Hey, like Wycliffe, we've worked on him with so many things. What's the movie that he just released? Previous what?
Contravene.
Contravene, yes. Contravene, yes. I was actually on the setup for that. Yes, the time that we were supposed to start shooting, I was just not part of. I think I was away at work, but we were still working on something that we've already recorded, and we're still recording something. So it'd probably be in the cinemas soon with him. Yeah.
So you're more into acting than...
I'm more into acting, yeah.
How is that going so far?
I think it's nice because I can speak so many languages actually. So I can fit in anything. I can fit in the gangster. I can also fit in anything. Yeah, so I'm good. I can crack jokes. I can be serious where I need goes and everything. Yeah. Like I said, I make Kaira. But nothing. Only the sky is the limit.
Oh. Yeah. Let's play a quick game, Penjani. So this game is called Pop or Drop. So if it's something you agree with, you would do, or you agree with or could do, you just say pop. But if something that you think, if he has a Kaira, wala magamba, then it's a drop. So you ready?
Yeah, let's do this.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's do this. The first one is doing a sex scene in a music video with Towela. Pop or drop?
Drop.
Why are you dropping?
I'm not engaging anything in my sister's presence. Thank you.
Okay, let's do using Macky using the family name for personal benefits. Pop or drop?
Drop.
Okay, the last one, getting into a physical fight to defend Chef 187.
Pop. That's my blood, man. That's my favorite kid. Again, I called him kid. Yeah, so
I think he just has to make peace with that.
yeah. So I mean, I guess I'm used when we're one-on-one. I'm always calling him that. Yeah, so definitely I'll get in a fist fight for my siblings.
Yeah.
For my siblings, as long as you're here, I'm gonna do anything to fight for you. Yeah.
That's really interesting to look at. Now the social media buzz is almost coming to an end, and now people would be interested in knowing you as Penjani and knowing what you offer the people after the buzz that has come recently after your birthday. So what next should people look forward to? Are they going to see you go missing and pop up on your birthday next year, or maybe we'll be expecting something?
No, you're right about that. I'm going to go missing again. Underground, pop up on my bed. I'm a very private person. Yeah. I love it. I think it works fine for me. I can work at my pace. You know, when you're not in the limelight, you work at your own pace. If certain things fail, you're able to pick up and build quietly, slowly at your own pace. When you're in the limelight, if something happens, people will on you and all that stuff. So I prefer to be behind the scenes, off the limelight, privately, doing my own things. I'm a very successful man right here. Very, very successful man. I've got everything going for me right now. Like, I really have no complaints. Like, pretty much everything I ever needed, I think I have right now. I'm doing very well. But the social media will not know nothing about that. I think that's a plus for me. You know, I can have my wins, they will not know. I can have my losses, they will never know about that. So I love life, which is lived off the scenes and off the set and off these other things.
But obviously, we'll see you, and you said you're working on something with Wycliffe.
Working on something, yeah. We're working on something with Wycliffe. Or probably you see me. You see me on that. Yeah, you see me, man. But just like that, you see me, I disappear. You see me, I disappear. Kopala is a nation, so you know you really know how to carry yourself.
Now, looking forward to what's coming this year from you.
Lots of it, man. Lots of it. Lots of it.
Let me put you on the spot actually before we go. Rap any verse either by Chef or Macky to just close this episode of What's Popping.
If you had asked me before my birthday, I was at a certain age, I was going to do that. But the age that I've gotten to does not allow me to do that.
Macky retired, but still came back to
retired,
the game. So
retired, but not tired.
Yeah, so prove that you're not tired. Come on.
I'm not gonna. Sorry to disappoint. I'm not gonna. I'm one person who's gonna say one thing and mean it. So and that in judge.
So at your age you can't rap?
I'm not gonna rap at my age, yeah.
Smart way to run away from the challenge.
Yeah. Next time I'm here, I'll probably give you something.
I'll be looking forward to.
Definitely, man.
I'm definitely looking forward to. Thank you so much for your time, and it has been fun.
You guys are warm. It's nice. I've had a very nice time here.
Thank you so much for
Thanks, Sammy. I appreciate it.
You heard it. We are warm, so make sure that you are tuned in always on Luna Lifestyle TV channel 105 on Topstar and our social media handles. Make sure that you get interactive and engage with us. We get to share on a daily basis. This has been your good buddy Semi, where I dive into a great conversation with Penjani Kaira, and definitely next time you see What's Popping, I might be giving you another great interview or maybe updates of what's happening in these celebrities gossip as well as social media trends. Till next time, keep on popping. I know.